Here is this week's Devil in Detail amateur report. We'll start off with the North West Men's League. A couple of results from last weekend. In the trophy, it was West Horton Lions 24, Crossfields a 20. In the Shield, Wigan St Jude's a 40, Higginshaw 28, and Wigan Springview a 26, Langwith the Reds 28. The fixtures for this week in the trophy: Walney Central face Salford City Roosters. In Division 1, it's Folly Lane against Hares Finch. Division 2, Highpool Tigers face Cadishead Rhinos. Pilkington Rex A face West Horton Lions. In Division 3, Woolston Rovers A are home to Rochdale Mayfield A. Division 4, South and East, it's Burton Woodbridge versus Higginshaw. Langwith the Reds against Waterhead Warriors A. Oldham St Anne's A face Clock face Miners A. And finally in Division 5, Tameside Knights are at home to Ashton Bears A. Moving on to the youth leagues now. There wasn't many scores to bring you. There was a lot of no results last weekend, but in the under-18s Premier Division, Ince Rosebridge 54, Saddleworth Rangers 6. In the under-16s, Culcheth Eagles 42, Salford City Roosters A. These are all Division 2 fixtures, by the way. Shevington Sharks 15, Saddleworth Rangers 26, Waterhead Warriors 48, Holton Farmouth Hornets 12. The fixtures for this Sunday in the Lancashire Cup under-18s: Ince Rosebridge face Waterhead Warriors. In the under-16s Lancashire Cup, Ashton Bears face Waterhead Warriors, and Folly Lane are at home to Saddleworth Rangers. Holton Farmouth Hornets are at home to South Trafford. And the North West Plate under-16s, Hindley face Salford City Roosters, and West Horton Lions are at home to Rochdale Mayfield. Langwith the Reds under-13s had a great result last weekend. They beat West Horton by 50 points to 10. Turning our attention to the National Conference League now. Rochdale Mayfield were beaten at Lee Minor Rangers last weekend 26 points to 22 in the Premier Division. In Division 1, Saddleworth Rangers 17, Hull Dockers 23. In Division 1, as I say, Division 3, Drillington 29, Oldham St Anne's 22. And Seaton Rangers 18, Waterhead Warriors 14. The fixtures for this weekend: in the Premier Division, Rochdale Mayfield are home to Siddal. Division 1, Saddleworth Rangers face Milford. And Division 3, there's two fixtures: Shawcross Sharks against Oldham St Anne's, and Waterhead Warriors against Eastmoor Dragons. So Division 3, Oldham St Anne's currently sit second in the table with 5 wins from 8 matches. Waterhead Warriors a little bit below there in 5th place at the moment. Rochdale Mayfield at the moment, they're not doing too bad. They're mid-table in the Premier Division with 3 wins from their 8 matches. And in Division 1, Saddleworth Rangers second bottom with just 1 win from their first 7 matches. Well, some fixtures to tell you about in the midweek. It was Great Britain Police 38, England Universities 32. The UK Armed Forces 40, Great Britain Teachers 18. There's some fixtures this Wednesday the 25th. Next Wednesday it'll be 25th of May. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks' time. I think it's what I'm running away with it here. 25th of May, I think it's in a couple of weeks. So it's Great Britain Police against the Teachers at 6 p.m. and England Universities against UK Armed Force 8 p.m. Both those matches are going to be played at Lee Miners Rangers. That's on Wednesday the 25th of May 2022. I'm a few weeks ahead of you, I think. So we eventually got there, didn't we? We'll move on to Australia now and have a look at the NRL. Well, it was round 8 last weekend. Some big matches, some big scores as well. Some really entertaining games. 16,500 were in attendance for Brisbane Broncos as they beat Cronulla Sharks by 16 points to 7. Real tight game there. The Sharks led 7-6 at the break, but Herbie Farnworth got a try in the second half, and Kurt Capewell as well for the Broncos. They stormed back and won that game 16 points to 7. Other scores: Gold Coast Titans 4, Penrith Panthers 18, South Sydney Rabbitohs 40, Manly Seagulls 22, New Zealand Warriors 21, Canberra Raiders 20, Canterbury Bulldogs 16, Sydney Roosters 12, Parramatta Eels 4, North Queensland Cowboys 35, Newcastle Knights 2, Melbourne Storm 50, St George Illawarra Dragons 12, West Tigers 6, Melbourne Storm 70, New Zealand Warriors 10. And there's a match played last Monday that was St George Illawarra Dragons 14, Sydney Roosters 12. The fixtures for this week: South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Brisbane was Thursday. Brisbane Broncos won that game, I'm pretty sure, but I'll get the scores for you next week. I know Canberra Raiders played Canterbury Friday, and Penrith played Parramatta on Friday just gone, and Parramatta won that game against Penrith Panthers. The Saturday fixtures are Manly Seagulls against West Tigers, Sydney Roosters against Gold Coast Titans, North Queensland Cowboys against Newcastle Knights, Melbourne Storm face St George Illawarra on Sunday, along with Cronulla Sharks and New Zealand Warriors. Top of the table, Penrith are still top despite their defeat this weekend. Melbourne Storm currently in second place. The rest of the playoff sides at the moment: North Queensland Cowboys, Cronulla Sharks, Parramatta Eels, South Sydney Rabbitohs, Sydney Roosters and the Manly Seagulls. It's really hotting up in the NRL Premiership, a great competition. Finally this week, turning our attention to life outside Super League from last weekend. It was Betfred Championship Round 10. Featherstone Rovers, they had a big win. They beat Widnes Vikings by 74 points to 6. Lee Centurions beat Sheffield 34-6. London Broncos 36, Dewsbury Rams 12. Newcastle Thunder 10, Halifax Panthers 30. Whitehaven 22, Bradford 34. Workington Town, they ran Batley close. Workington Town 10, Batley Bulldogs 16. There was a Round 9 game as well to tell you about. That was last Monday. That was Bradford 18, Featherstone 32. In the Betfred League 1 Round 6, Cornwall 0, Rochdale Hornets 50, Doncaster 16, Oldham 12, Keighley Cougars 96, London Scholars 0, Midlands Hurricanes 16, Hunslet 22, and North Wales Crusaders 84, West Wales Raiders 4. The fixtures for this weekend then. It's the Challenge Cup, of course, semi-finals on Saturday. Wigan against St Helens, that's a 2:30 kick-off. That's live on the BBC. Huddersfield Giants is also live on the BBC at 5. They face Hull Kingston Rovers. Both those games at Elland Road. That should be a cracking afternoon of rugby league. That Rochdale Hornets against Midlands Hurricanes, a 3 o'clock kick-off on Saturday. West Wales Raiders also take on Keighley Cougars at 3 o'clock. On Sunday, it's the AB Sundex 1895 Cup semi-finals. Barrow face Featherstone Rovers at 2 o'clock. Lee Centurions face Sheffield Eagles at 4 o'clock. And there's also a couple of Betfred League 1 games. Doncaster against North Wales Crusaders at 3. Hunslet against Cornwall is on the Hour League app at 3 o'clock. And Swinton Lions are back in action. They're at home to London Scholars at 3 o'clock. So, the Betfred Championship, Featherstone is currently top with 19 points from 10 matches. Lee Centurions are second with 18 points from 10 matches. The bottom two are London and Workington at the moment. North Wales Crusaders top of the Betfred League 1 with 6 wins from 6. Keighley are second with 5 wins from 5. So, it's all hotting up in every competition going at the moment. So, another cracking weekend of rugby league to look forward to. I shall see you next Sunday for Salford against Leeds. Take care.